of October 2019. Thank God it is Friday. It's been a long week, and what a week it's been, and what a Friday it ended up being as well, with Brexit and trade negotiations between the US and China taking center stage. It's amazing how both of these have been on the radar for so long, making headlines for months now. And now, almost at the same time, both appear to be drawing towards potentially positive solutions. I would use the word potentially. Obviously, we haven't got a full solution on the US trade front yet, and everything is still up in the air Brexit-wise, but there does seem to be an air of positivity around the current climate there. So a very, very important week ahead for Brexit. Anyway, I'm not even going to bother with a blow-by-blow market action on Friday, as it was a day really of one-direction trading. Sterling led the way, capitalising on Thursday's move with an overall rally of from 124.10 up to a high of 127.07. Dollar yen would move higher from 107.80 to 108.57, and euro would rally as high as 110.62, with Aussie poking its head above 0.680 briefly. Dollar CAD dropped like a rock on far better than expected Canadian employment data, dropping from 132.80 to a low of 131.86. And amidst all the positivity, gold fell from initially from 1503 to 1488 by the midpoint of the US session, and the Dow Jones at that point was also up a whopping 400 points, fueled by a comment from President Trump that good things are happening in the trade talks. So a lot of positivity coming out of those talks. As the day progresses, or the US day progresses, the market awaits some news, and it finally comes when President Trump saying the US has come to a substantial phase one deal with China, with the remainder coming in phases. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin confirms that next week's planned Chinese tariffs will not go up. But interestingly, the Dow Jones haven't been as much as 500 points. We get a sudden reversal into the close, dropping as much as 180 points to finish up 320. A classic case of buy the rumor and sell the fact. Amongst the currencies, dollar yen is really the only one to react to that late day move in equities, dropping from 108.55 to 108.35, and gold has a quick bounce from 14.75 back up to 14.88. Euro closes at 110.35 against the dollar, and cable closes at 126.35. And also to round off the week, some news on the crypto front, as eBay, Visa, MasterCard, and Stripe all follow on from PayPal in announcing they will no longer be part of Facebook's Libra project. There is fairly minimal reaction in the markets, with Bitcoin trading around 82.50 and Ethereum at 180. But this cannot be good for Facebook, and certainly not good for the broader crypto community. Desperately needs real-world adoption, and having such large and prominent names in the payment space all pull back from dealing with Facebook will certainly be a blow to the crypto world. So moving on to a quick technical piece just to end the week. With the move higher in equities, we've seen some positive vibes, from the US and China. And dollar yen has really been the main beneficiary among major currency pairs. And as we can see from the 2-hour chart we have in front of us here, the current level of 108.48 had been a double top. You see we had a top here and a top here. You can see that. Obviously we broke through on Friday up to a high of 108.62, and then had a little dip back down to 108.30 before closing just below. So it was a little bit of an inconclusive break, although obviously the time of putting this chart together late on Sunday, you can see we're trading right on that line. If we get a clean break from here, next resistance comes in at 109.32, and then again we have some resistance 109. 916 just ahead of the psychological 110 level. Should we fail here, there's not too much to stop it from having a slippery slide back down towards 106.50 area. But I think they would have to. They would probably take a fairly substantial breakdown in the current talks, which at least at the moment seems fairly unlikely. But all it takes is one tweet from Mr. Trump on Monday morning, and that can all change. And with that, I am going to wish you all a pleasant, hope you all had a pleasant weekend by the time you get to read this or listen to this. And wish you the best luck for the week ahead. Cheers.